Imagine being executed, declared dead, your body already being unstrapped, and then you gasped for air. This isn't fiction. This happened in 1904, and almost nobody talks about it. This is the story of Michael G. Schiller, the only man in American history who was executed, revived, and executed again, twice, just after midnight, June 17, 1904, inside the death chamber of the Ohio State Penitentiary. Schiller was 38 years old. He had murdered his ex-wife, Mary, in Youngstown, stabbed her in the abdomen with a butcher knife. She lingered for days before she died. That night, Schiller believed something would save him, a pardon, a delay, a miracle. He refused a priest, barely touched his food, paced his cell, watched the clock tick toward midnight. When the guards came, he did not resist. They shaved his head, strapped him into the electric chair, fastened electrodes to his skull and leg, pulled the black hood over his face. The warden leaned forward. "Do you have any last words?" His lips moved. No sound came out. The switch was pulled. 1,750 volts surged through his body. His back arched violently. A low hiss filled the chamber. The smell of burning flesh crept into the air. After 1 minute, the current stopped. Doctors stepped forward. No pulse, no breathing. He was declared dead. The witnesses filed out. Guards began loosening the straps. And then a sound, a long, wet, choking sigh. Schiller's chest rose. He was breathing. The room froze. One guard stumbled backward. Another whispered, "My God." They called everyone back. The straps were tightened again. The generator roared. The current ran longer this time. Again, his body convulsed. Again, smoke curled upward. Doctors checked him. No pulse. Declared dead. Again. The crowd left a second time. His body was laid on the floor, covered with a sheet. And then, a groan. Low. Painful. Human. Under the sheet, Schiller gasped for air. At that moment, the chamber stopped feeling like a place of justice. It felt like something else. Something darker. The warden was called back. But this time there were no spectators, no press, no public witnesses, only officials, only fear. The voltage was increased beyond what had been used before. When the current surged for the third time, it burned through the top of his head. 12 minutes later, doctors finally declared him dead, beyond doubt, beyond movement, beyond breath. The newspapers exploded the next morning. How could a man die twice and still breathe? Electricians inspected the chair. They said it worked perfectly. Some claimed dehydration slowed his death. Others whispered superstition. He was the 13th man executed in that chair. But while the world obsessed over the spectacle, few mentioned Mary. She had been planning to return to Hungary with her children, to start over, to escape him, and then there were the children. His 12-year-old daughter refused to beg for his life. She was afraid of her own father. During their final visit, she refused to be left alone with him, even with guards nearby. That detail rarely makes headlines, but it should. And here is the part almost no one remembers. The very next night, another man was executed in the same prison. It took 5 jolts of electricity before he was pronounced dead. Something was wrong in that chamber. But it was Schiller's execution, the one where death hesitated twice, that etched itself into history. A man executed, revived, executed again, and almost forgotten. If death comes, and then leaves, and then comes back again, at what point does justice become something else? Would you have stayed in that room? Or walked out after the first breath? Tell me what you think, because history isn't just about what happened. It's about how it makes us feel. And this one still feels wrong.